Hey everyone, SoranotRoxas here. Before I start this video and show you the gameplay of Assassin's Creed Rogue, I just want you guys to take a look at this real quick. Now, right here it easily says that the HD video output is... Hold on, let me make sure you guys can see that. I don't know if that's in focus, but anyway, it says that the HD output here is 1080, goes all the way up to 1080p. This is a lie. Assassin's Creed Rogue, Ubisoft. This is a blatant lie that this goes up to 1080p. It only goes up to 1080p in the beginning main menu at the start of the game. You guys will see that gameplay in a second. I don't know why the game states that, oh, it's in full HD when it actually isn't. Only on screens that doesn't require a lot of movement, it seems. Oddly enough, it still seems to run at 60 frames per second, which is weird for an open world game. So I don't know whether it's my recording stuff that's doing that, which I completely doubt it because the Elgato is actually a pretty good recording software, well, piece of hardware. I don't know why it's coming out like that. Here, take a look here. As you guys can see, that's my that's the game. That's Assassin's Creed Rogue right there. It's my television. I'm trying to record some of the stuff, and here is the recording of Assassin's Creed Rogue. Here is the Elgato setup. As you can see here, as I zoom in on that, it says input 59.94 frames per second, so I guess that's assuming it's basically 60 frames per second. The input is at 1280 to 720, making it 720p HD. Well, I don't know why that is when the game clearly states that it can hit 1080p. It cannot. It cannot, as far as like the free roaming. It cannot do that. But yet in the menus, it does. So the whole video is going to be in 720p, as to oppose to having 1080p. And Black Flag 2 had the same thing. I don't know what's with that type of misleading idea. I don't know whether they cut down on the graphic fidelity of this game or something. I don't know. But alright, here's the video. I'm going to show you guys it, and I will see you at the end. Hello everyone, SoranotRoxas here, and today we're taking a look at Assassin's Creed Rogue. Yeah, I said a while ago I was actually going to make a review about this. I'm just now finally getting a chance to get to it, and so far, in my opinion, it still remains the same as far as when I first did the pre-review for this game. Like I said, I normally don't do pre-reviews, but I had to end up doing it for this one because I didn't know how long I will be able to play it. Okay, with that being said, let me just say this because I actually got a comment from somebody on the last video. I'm going to be making references to this as I look over the options menu. I'm going to be making references to Black Flag. I'm going to be making references to Assassin's Creed Unity. Because when you're reviewing something that's part of a series, whether it's a gaming series or a movie series or... you know, that's part of a chronological order in its storyline. It's best to say, okay, here's what I thought about the last one, or here how it compares to the last one. That's what you do with sequels. If you do not want to hear that, you can by all means click off this video right now. Because apparently people don't like me comparing it to Black Flag for some weird reason. I don't know. If you don't like that, by all means, don't watch this. It's fine. You don't have to watch this. But if you don't mind me critiquing a piece of work as it is and as it compares to its predecessors, then you're fine. If you can actually accept other people's opinions, you're fine. Okay, so let's get started. This video probably won't be too long, at least as long as my other Is It Worth It videos, mostly because that Rogue is so similar to Black Flag, so I'm going to get through this as quickly as I possibly can. As you can see here on the hub, it's, well, on the main menu, it's exactly the same as Black Flag in terms of how it's laid out, except there's no multiplayer here. and that's because Assassin's Creed Rogue does not have multiplayer. It is actually purely a single-player experience, which is fine to me because I usually play a lot of single-player games, and I actually prefer single-player over multiplayer stuff, but that's just me. As you can see, the Uplay stuff is here. Once again, they refuse to get rid of this thing. I think it's stupid, and yet I think it's stupid and I like it at the same time. I have no idea what this initiates thing is. I haven't even tried that, and I don't want to try it. It's just, I can see PC people are going to get really confused with this or really pissed off at this. You have Uplay and the initiates, whatever the hell that is, and I think that they both require you to be on the PSN to do so. Well, requiring an internet connection. Uplay works the same as it does in the previous games. We're going to cut off exclusive content just so you can play through the story and unlock it. Whatever. Alright, so I didn't start off with the front menu, but in the front menu it's actually that little the Creed insignia, as you can see right there, which is crack, and it also turns into a Templar sign. It's actually pretty neat how they do it. To show Shay's betrayal to the Assassin's Creed, to the Assassin's Brotherhood, excuse me, and him joining the Templars. Alright, so let's get started. As you can see here, it's New York. I have gotten through 74% of this game. I have put in about, let's see, 15, 20 hours, I guess you can say, in this game. I put a lot in this game, and I'm 74% of the way through. With that being said, I think I put double time within Assassin's Creed Rogue compared to, Assassin's Creed Rogue. So Assassin's Creed 4 compared to Assassin's Creed Rogue. Let's take a look at the menu here. Yeah, so this is the end-game menu, and this is exactly the same as Black Flag in terms of the way it's laid out, which is fine because I have no problems with that because I do like Black Flag. As you can see, we have the upgrades for the ship, which I'm almost maxed out on. You don't even need to have all this stuff upgraded. I just recently played the other day, and I started upgrading a lot of my stuff. As you can see, I brought a lot of stuff here. There's also references to, of course, its predecessor, as far as Blackbeard and having the Jackdaw sails, which I swear are different than the original one, which are owned by Edward Kenway in the previous game. You get the Aquila sails from Assassin's Creed 3. So yeah, there are Assassin's Creed 3 and Assassin's Creed 4 references in here. Even stuff that belonged to Adewale is in this game as well. There is also references to Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation, so I think this game has the most references to other Assassin's Creed games than any other one, so far. And apparently I can buy this, Blackbeard's Wheel. I did not know I can buy that. I'm going to actually buy that in a second. Alright, so you got the Morgan, which is Shay's ship, as I scratch my eye there. 1 second. The Morgan is not like the Jackdaw. It's smaller than the Jackdaw, and it's not as impressive, but it pretty much gets all the same upgrades and have the same requirements. The only thing that's different is the burning oil that you can lay behind yourself as you, if you're getting chased by ships. That is like literally the only difference in this game. As well as the puckle gun, or the, I can't remember what it was called in Black Flag. The swivel guns, yeah. The swivel guns are no longer here. It's the puckle gun now, and the puckle gun shoots multiple times, and I'll show you that in a second as we get into a battle later on. And yeah, that's it. But it's basically the exact same upgrades. You know, you have the mortars, you have the ram upgrades. You can increase the shot strength. You can increase the storage. Blah blah blah. It turns the guns gold when you max them out, and everything, changing the Morgan's appearance. That's fine. Shay has his own upgrades as well as the crafting, which I completely did. That was actually really easy to do. The Abstergo challenges are back. I don't care about those at all. The database stuff, you get to find out more about certain characters being in the game, people as well as enemies, Achilles, Adewale. George Washington, Hathan Kenway, you know, all that good stuff. Documents, she shanties are back. You actually get to chase them around once again. And, of course, they're fun to listen to. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Sound, video, HUD, controls. I'm trying to see how long I played. I was hoping that they would actually show me. Like I said, I put about 20 hours into this. Or at least over 20 hours into this game. I'm trying to get an official... And somebody's calling me right now. Hold on one second. Okay, yeah, here it is. The amount of time I've actually put into the game. 26 hours and 57 minutes and counting. So about 27 hours I put into this game. Yeah, so that's longer than what I thought I did, and still shorter than the amount of time I put in Assassin's Creed 4. Okay, so let's get officially started on this thing.
Anchor away!
So welcome to Assassin's Creed 4, yes! Does everything look similar so far? Yeah, you have the frontier over there, which is reminiscent of Assassin's Creed 3, and of course everything here pretty much works the same as in Assassin's Creed 4. As well as maneuvering on a ship is also just as easy as it was in Assassin's Creed 4, so it's just as fluent. It's advised not to swim in the water due to the fact that, well, the water is freezing cold, as you can see. Here is, oh, there's actually a prisoner of war ship here. These prisoner of war ships are kind of similar to how the Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag DLC's Adewale's DLC, which is called Freedom Cry. This is actually very similar to that in terms of you have to destroy the escorts of this prisoner ship while boarding the prisoner without letting the prisoner ship take any damage, jumping onto it, boarding the ship, and then attacking the crew and releasing the prisoners. Same thing, just without the slaves. Everything else as far as Black Flag and stuff is the same. Yeah, you might say like, hey, this map seems smaller than Black Flag. Yeah, it actually does. I think it is. This is just the North Atlantic alone, as we have our legendary ships here are still there. Which, these aren't really ships. Well, there are legendary ships, but they lead to legendary battles when you get to them. So the name changes when you get to them. It says legendary ship right here, but it's actually a legendary battle. As you can see, you still have your sea forts and whatnot. You still have your animals, the sea animals that you can hunt, killer whales, great white shark, humpback whale. The white whale is much easier to find now because he is an icon on the map. Actually, he's one of the first icons, and yet he's still considered a rare breed. And of course, you have one of the new animals, which is called the narwhal. But what we're going to do is we're going to attack this prisoner of war ship so I can show you the boarding system in this game, which is exactly the same as Black Flag, but if you have not played Black Flag, here's how it goes. This is basically the same on how it works for Assassin's Creed 4. You can even have your pirates sing, well, not your pirates, your crewmates sing for you. And you can travel at a high speed, such as this, blah blah. They actually changed the camera because this is an enemy vessel, I think. Is this an enemy vessel? Yeah. That's the French. That's an enemy vessel. The French at the beginning of the game is actually your friends due to the fact of your alliance with the assassins. But as a Templar, they are your enemies. So if you were just wondering, yes, I am a Templar. Why am I not wearing my typical Templar outfit? Well, I actually like the Eskimo look for some reason. And it actually suits the territory in which I'm in, North Atlantic. I tend to change the clothes a lot in this game. And, of course, Shay being a Templar, he doesn't get a lot of the traditional assassin's hoods, such as something that Ezio would wear, or some of the other stuff that Edward was able to get in Assassin's Creed 4. Alright, so let's attack the ships. Here we go. Attacking ships is basically the same as you see me kind of demolish these two ships right here. Like it's pretty much nothing. I'm gonna ram this one. Ram this one, shoot at that one. Yeah, it's pretty easy. It's just like, it's exactly like Black Flag in terms of its gameplay. Oh, which ship did I hit? Oh, I hit the prisoner of war ship, but don't worry, the POWs are still alive because I haven't fired on them. So ramming them is okay. Ramming the ship is okay. But firing on the ship, that is a no-no. And you have been defeated. Alright, so let's take over this. Hey, what? Oh, it hasn't sunk yet. Yeah, taking down ships in this game is pretty easy compared to Black Flag, I'm not gonna lie. As much as they make so many games, so many Assassin's Creed games for the Assassin's point of view to actually get you to feel hatred towards the Templars to the point where you're just like, okay, the Assassins are the good guys and the Templars are the bad guys. And it wasn't until Assassin's Creed 3 they decided to do something different by saying, hey, maybe the Templars aren't so bad. Well, in this game, I can honestly say it kind of goes back to the old way as far as the Templars kind of being assholes, but there are some reasonably nice ones. You know, I can at least vouch for that. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Oh, did you get shot in the head? Yeah, so, as I jump down here. There you go. Yeah, once again, the fighting. Oh, the fighting is pretty easy in this game. Just like its predecessor, you can easily take on... You can easily slaughter 30 people with no problem, and literally take down an entire ship by yourself. Out of my way. Thank you very much. And there's the captain. And he's dead. And we won! Yeah, look at that. Yay, we took over the ship. Yeah, see, relatively, pretty easy. It's definitely... Not a lot has been changed from Black Flag, and everything has stayed the same at the same time. Sorry, I'm actually checking on my on the recording here. Seems like the recording has stopped. I don't know why. I don't know whether that's true or not, but seems like it's stopped working. All right, give me 1 second. All right, I'm back for the third time. I do apologize for that. This is just me messing around with the recording equipment. It seems like it wasn't moving at the time, but I guess it was on pause for some reason. I don't know why. So I don't know if all that stuff got recorded. If it did, that's fine. If it did not, I'm probably just going to skip over that part of the recording. If I have skipped over that part, what I just did was just board a prisoner of war ship. It was actually some decent looking gameplay. And it shows just exactly how similar this is to Black Flag in terms of its boarding system and ship attacking system. Yeah, so like I said, it's pretty much the same as far as raiding and attacking ships and whatnot. Sailing on the high seas. You do get a notoriety system, as you can see here, in the top left corner above the ship's icon, sales icon there. And unlike in Black Flag, where you had to go around and you had to get your notoriety lowered just for a from a official, some type of officer official, you don't have to do it here. It automatically lowers over time due to the Templar's big influence in this world. And I'm not gonna lie, as much as in the past 6 or 7 games, playing as, where are all the ships, by the way? Look at this, there's like no ships out here. I'm trying to get the notoriety system up so I can, is that an enemy ship? Or is that a British? No, that's an enemy ship, let's go attack that. What was I saying? I completely forgot what I was saying. Before I started talking about, oh, there's no ships out here. Oh, there's some loose cargo. Let's try to get some of that. yeah, it's pretty much the same in terms of its predecessor to Assassin's Creed 4. But like I said, they tried to, in the previous games, they tried to really get you to sort of be like, hey, you know, for the Assassins and everything, and the Templars are bad. And I said it wasn't until Assassin's Creed 3 they actually decided to say, hey, maybe the Templars aren't so bad. Well, here I got to honestly say that the Templars have cooler shit. I'm not gonna lie, I like. There's a part of me that likes being part of the Templars because they have cooler. They just have cooler things. Like putting down the burning oil. That is a cool new feature, and it actually does a lot of damage, although I rarely use it. Because the only ships that actually decide to ram you in this game, and you can actually get boarded yourself. Yeah, people can ram your ship, board your ship, and literally slaughter your crew within seconds. And that's possibly the most time you're going to lose a lot of crew members as to opposed to Assassin's Creed 4, where your crew members will just die like flies. They die in here, don't get me wrong. If you spend too long boarding a ship without killing a lot of the people there, your crewmates will die, but they do fight pretty well for themselves. But in, I don't know if you guys can hear me clicking the buttons like crazy back here. Just sort of button mashing on this game. Oh, did you get kicked off? Oh. Ah! Missed me. Oh, here comes the captain. Yeah, there you go. Oh, there you go. Alright. There's definitely this fun. There's definitely some fun playing with the Templars, and definitely some advantages to playing with them. You get a lot of money. I guess there's actually is a new thing where you can salvage the enemy ship rather than just repair and just send it to Cormac's fleet. And yes, he does have a fleet in here, just like Edward did in the Assassin's Creed 4. Of course, where this is the Templar fleet as you work for the Templars. But yeah, getting money thanks to that salvage thing, where you can actually get some more materials as well as some extra money for totally destroying their ship. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a lot of fun getting all this extra loot. And you get a lot of money in this game. As we're gonna stop the ship here, weigh anchor here, because there's not enough ships around. I'm trying to get the notoriety up so I can show you guys the boarding system, but there are no ships around for some reason. As I go down here, now this is my bank area right here. Now watch this. Look at that. 20,000. I have 206. I have more money than I need right now. Now there's only one upgrade for the ship I really need to get, and the only reason why I cannot get that upgrade is because I don't have the blueprint for that. Otherwise, this game, in terms of getting money, look at that, 3,000 just for selling tobacco. In terms of getting money in this game, much easier than Black Flag, and that could be due to the fact that in Black Flag they was trying to make it a big thing for Edward to struggle to get money. So that could have played to let's see, yeah, here it is, Blackbeard's will. That played off the already established story. The fact that Edward struggled to get so much money and to be so wealthy is where a lot of his problems came in at. Here, Shay has no problems. Working with the Templars is literally the best thing ever. And literally without having the multiplayer system, I can easily make a lot of money, even through the fleet system here. Whereas before, it required you to be online, and it will take a long time to actually accomplish the mission. Here, you don't have that problem. It is completely easy. The only thing I would say about it is that this thing in the top left corner. Now, I can send ships to certain places. As you can see, the level of danger is pretty high. Of course, I have 3 man-of-wars as a complete defense, as well as some frigates and some frigates as far as the ships go, so I'm able to totally destroy my opposition, no problem. Now, as you can see there, you get a lot of money for these, but the travel times are over 2 hours, 1 hour, and it depends on which ship that you have and how much it can carry, depending on how fast the mission can be done. It can be done in actually a few minutes, or 20 minutes at the lowest, depending on how high the ship requirements are as far as carrying cargo. There's also a progression system, as you can see in the top left corner, as it says British 7 Years War Progression. I'm at 27 out of 33. Why does it say progress further in the story? Well, that means the more missions I play, the timeline increases through the war. As you can see, the war is almost over, which means the game will be coming to a close soon. But the more I go through the storyline and the more I play in the war, the more that progression increases and the more places I am able to send my Templar brethren to. And that's the naval combat, as far as the naval fleet combat in a nutshell. And of course, the combat is done the same way as Black Flag in terms of ships attacking ships and whatnot. But I think that's a pretty neat thing. I'm glad that it doesn't take as long as Black Flag to earn money in this game, which makes the game slightly more enjoyable in terms of, okay, I can buy a lot of shit. Because I like buying a lot of shit. Not gonna lie. So you have two more places in the world that you can actually visit, which is New York and River Valley, which is like kind of like upstate New York area. You can go to places like Albany, you can go to some other places that are reminiscent of the frontier. Some have Native American villages you can go to as well. Of course, the forts here are the same. The gang hideouts are basically the assassin stuff. Yeah, there's a Sleepy Hollow. Actually, let's go to Sleepy Hollow. It's in Albany. There's an actual Sleepy Hollow in this game, and of course, you know, there's a Sleepy Hollow in real life, but if you're wondering whether they make any references to the Headless Horseman, they do. They do. There are actually pumpkins littered in this place, and we might see some as we walk around here. The icons that are in blue are icons that I have already fully completed. And there's actually not really any need to come back to these places once you fully complete them. They're not fully rid of the... See, look! Just started in this area, and there's already a pumpkin. Look at that. Oh, that's great. Once you complete these areas, it turns the icon on the map blue. And like I said, there's actually no reason to come back once you do so. But I normally like to come back to certain places, mostly because of the Harbor Master, as well as going to shops to buy some more swords, or which you do get a lot in this game, but not a lot to make much of a difference. It's only about 2 swords in the game you really need, I should say. As well as pistols, like the Queen Anne's pistols is the one I have equipped now, but the Admiral's Line pistol, as well as Edward pistol, it works, it's exactly the same. Look, the stats, it's exactly the same. Like, why is there a reason to have that pistol? Oh, because it was the one that Edward used? Yeah. Okay. Still, there is no reason to have that. This is actually hands down my favorite outfit here, the Assassin's Killer's outfit. There are a number of different outfits that you can actually go to. Shay's able to wear. As well as keeping his traditional assassin's outfit as well. Now unlocking outfits seem to be a bit easier because one of them don't require you to be doing the fleet stuff. They don't require you, at least not as much as Black Flag did, don't require you to do multiplayer and stuff like that, so it's easier to get a lot of this stuff without the multiplayer added on. Yeah, I'm just going to stock up on my ship really quick, and then I'm going to show you guys the gang hideout system. how you take over a gang hideout and how you take over a district in New York. I think I'm pretty good. My crafting is all the way to its max, so there's actually no reason for me to even skin animals and sell their fur anymore because I have so much money I don't know what to do with it. It is amazing how fast you get money in this game. I'm trying to find a... Yeah, okay, yeah, there we go. It's gonna take a quick run over to the store, and just like... exactly like in Black Flag, there are the bars in this game where you can go and, of course, buy a drink, but you also go there to get information. As well as the bars being run by gangs, and then you have to fight the gang members. People who played Assassin's Creed 4 know exactly what I'm talking about. It is exactly the same here. I mean, animations and everything here work exactly the same. And a lot of animations in this game are repeated for the most part. As you can see with the naval combat, it has not changed at all. Like, even the little oil slick adding onto the fire, I didn't even use that once. Did I use that once in boarding those ships? No, I didn't need to because they're not required. No ship literally can go after you, especially in this point in time. I am so powerful that there is no need for me to even stress out anything. I can literally stand back and attack people with mortars and destroy 3 ships in one hit. I'm not kidding. Like, this game makes it ridiculously easy as far as being able to attack ships, board ships, earn money off for salvaging those ships or adding them to your fleet. It's honestly ridiculous. I thought Black Flag was easy. This is unreal. This is unheard of. Now, don't think I'm bashing on the game at all. Now, I can sit here and I can talk about stories, characters. Okay, he told me some kind of useless information. I can sit here talking about stories and characters and everything like that. Shay's character is okay. He's not as interesting as Edward. If you want to see me go into more detail about that, you can watch my previous video. His main reason for leaving the Assassin Brotherhood is because innocent people got killed. And he mostly thinks that it's the assassins that knew about it, even though that you get to the ending of the game and it turns out that, yeah, they really didn't understand as much as they thought they did. Basically put, it's based off of a misunderstanding. The entire game is based off of a misunderstanding. Like, this literally could have just been settled just by talking it out with the other group. But nope, a bunch of innocent people get killed, Shay gets mad, and he refuses to work with the assassins again. Well, guess what? You see that? You see how I'm just able to just kill a civilian like it's nothing? Does Shay make a comment? Nope, he doesn't care. Yeah, for emphasis on a game where the reason why Shay even betrayed the Brotherhood, as I wipe out all those enemies there, let me get out of here before they see me. The reason why Shay even left the Brotherhood is because innocent people got killed. Well, guess what? Bam! Bam! I just killed innocent people. What's gonna happen to me? Nothing. It doesn't matter. Why make that a plot point and then make you able to murder innocent people? Come back here. Look at that. Look at that. The only thing I possibly get is bounty hunters. So there are bounty hunters on land now, and these guys are actually pretty tough. And they're there so you can stop murdering people, but look, I can easily outrun them. And I can still end up killing innocent people for no apparent reason. Why is that? Look at this guy. Look at that. No reason. I didn't have to do that. I didn't care. These bounty hunters can easily be outrun as I kill another person and escape their grasp. I would say fighting the bounty hunters one-on-one is not a good idea, considering I should possibly get out of here because out of my way. I should possibly get out of here because the... Oh! Assassin! Killed her. Moving on. Those bounty hunters, yeah, they're pretty tough as far as in terms of fighting hand-to-hand combat. You literally cannot defeat them unless you shoot them in the head, shoot them a good bit of times if you're not going to aim for their head, kill them with the rope dart, and things of that nature. Otherwise, those guys are invincible. But yet still, I just murdered innocent people. Not only does Shay does not care, but I completely got away with that. Look, they have no idea where I am. For that to be one of the main plot points, the whole being able to kill innocent people thing doesn't make sense. I don't understand it. I just don't understand it at all. Yeah. Alright, so let's go to New York so I can show you guys the last thing I want to show you. If we're not able to get to the boarding system, which I do want to try because I actually want to show you how you get boarded on ships. Looks like that's possibly not going to happen, but I'm going to do my best here so I can actually get that to you guys. Which is possibly one of the only new additions to this game. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to give it a try here. We're going to try to take down this gang hideout, which is run by the assassins. And it says right there, avoid open conflict as much as possible. That is near impossible. I have tried to avoid open conflict, but in New York, this place is riddled with assassin members. Actually, I'm gonna go to my safe house before I attempt on that fort, that gang hideout. It's near impossible. Even walking the streets of New York can get you killed by assassins. They are literally hiding around corners. They will jump off of rooftops and try to air assassinate you. And that is possibly the only thing in this game that adds on really much of the difficulty. Next to the bounty hunters that are on land that can literally not be killed in one hit or anything like that. Like, you actually have to try to murder them in different ways. Besides that, it's... the only other people that's going to give you any trouble are the assassins. They can air assassinate you. Their quick blade attacks do a lot of damage to you. You want to avoid them as much as possible. Of course, Shay has eagle vision here. As you can see, as I turn it on and off. He does have eagle vision, which requires him to sort of sniff out the assassins. I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to run back to this fort. I'm going to do like a quick run back to this fort. I'm going to run through a bit of this territory, and it's most likely that we're going to run into an assassin, either hiding in a haystack, hiding on a rooftop, or hiding around a corner. They could easily be sitting on benches, with other people, with other pedestrians, or conversating with other civilians. So it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy to spot them due to the fact that you do have eagle vision. And to be frank, the assassins look different than regular people. I don't care how much they try to blend in. They look... you can tell who the assassins are. I'm going to try to take... I'm going the wrong way. I'm going to try to take to the rooftops here because... oh! You hear that in the background? You hear that whispering, and you hear that little... and you see that little aura that's appearing around Shay? Around the screen here? That means that there's an assassin nearby. Could be in that haystack, possibly not. Nope, the assassin's... there she is. See her in the bushes? Yeah. If it wasn't for this thing where the whispers, you can hear them, or if it wasn't for eagle vision, you wouldn't be able to find these guys. And easily defeated. Oh, but what's this? The alarm thing is still going off. I can still hear whispers. What does that mean? That means that there is another assassin nearby. And there she is. That is like the only thing that can provide you real difficulty as I loot this assassin here. And you literally have to be paying attention. Attention, excuse me. You literally have to be paying attention in order to catch these assassins off their guard, even though they're trying to catch you off your guard. Yeah, if you're wondering who these guys in orange are, these are assassins. These are basically gang assassins. These guys are gang members of New York, but they also work with the Assassin's Brotherhood. As well as there will be pirates on the high seas who also work with the Assassin's Brotherhood. The reason why mostly is because I guess that's a nod to the original... Oh, there's an Animus fragment. I guess that's a nod to the original Assassin's Creed. As you can see, there's an assassin in that well right there. Sorry, bitch! Ugh. Yep. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Nice try, lady, but I'm too quick. I guess the reason why the assassins are in alliance with people like the thieves and pirates are mostly due to the influence of characters like Adewale, who was once a pirate and is actually in this game. So the pirates do find a certain alliance with the assassins, due to the fact that Adewale was actually a previous one and was a well-known assassin in his own right. Now notice this guy right here as we go into the gang hideout. This guy is a high-ranking assassin. As you can see, since he has his assassin hood, he's actually a master. Sorry, I'm not doing a lot of talking. I'm actually trying to concentrate. He knows I'm here. That's why he went to go sit on that bench. Which makes a problem for me. Because these guys are pretty cautious, but... Oh! Shit! Damn it! Thanks to this out... Get back! Come off. Now you see how I'm chasing him here? He would throw down he would throw down smoke grenades, he would try to shoot me, he would do everything in his power to stop me from killing him. And he's pretty quick. The only way to actually catch up to him is mostly with an air assassination, or if you actually manage to shoot him, and that still won't be able to kill him. But there is also a reason why he's running around in the circle like that. It's because that there are other assassins hitting around the map. And these other assassins will try to jump out at me. They'll be sitting on a bench or they'll be conversating with some civilians. And they will jump towards you when you run by. They will try to stab you and murder you, of course. Blah, blah, blah. I feel like I'm a broken record. Now I have to find him again, as he went to go hide. Get out of my way, guy. I'm not too happy right now. I've already ruined the chance of coming in here stealthily. It is near impossible because that assassin is so hard to sneak up on. Literally, if you do not get him with an air assassination before he's able to see you, it's most likely you will not catch up to this guy. Now, the reason why I do like wearing this outfit is not because it looks cool, but because Shay has his mask on automatically. This mask protects you from any type of poisonous gas or any type of other things the assassins might use to try to distort you. Now, he knows I'm here. He also wears a mask too, so he cannot be affected by the gas. There's an assassin really close by here. Gotcha! Ah, alright, that was actually easier than what I thought. So yeah, even though I try to keep this video under a certain amount of time, yeah, that's not going to be possible. And there we go, I unlocked the final district in this game so far, and New York is basically complete until I'm able to collect all the Animus fragments as well as some other items here. Yeah, there's also an item in here which looks like an Animus fragment, but it's called Prosperity. And what it is, it increases the amount of money that you receive. That is amazing. That alone is awesome. So you're able to even increase the amount of money you receive as you take over districts, as well as renovate different areas of the map. And getting money in this game is so ridiculously easy. It's unbelievable. I don't even know what to say about it, and there's nothing more I can say about it because I have been talking about it a lot lately. But it's true. It is so easy getting money in this game compared to something like Black Flag. Alright, I'm going to do my best to try to piss off the Assassin Brotherhood so I'm able to get them to attack my ship. And that will be the last thing I do. And while I do that, let me talk about the story and the characters for a while. In terms of story, I think everything besides Shay's betrayal could have been is written pretty well. I think the story is actually pretty interesting. I like seeing it from the Templar side. I like fighting against the assassins is actually a lot of fun, a lot more fun than what I thought it would be. It did start off pretty weird at first, and it's still honest to get kind of used to it, due to the fact that you've been playing with the assassins for so long, as well as you also able to been able to I just lost my train of thought right there. Also to be able to, excuse me. You know, I've been doing this for a while now, and I'm still not used to recording my voice as well as recording gameplay. Yeah, I still cannot get used to it. Let's try to attack this ship here. As the war is coming to a close in this game, there's not a lot of enemy ships unless they are actually part of the story, and that's because the British are starting to win this war. And because the British are starting to win this war, it's much harder to find enemies to defeat. To find on the high seas for the most part. So yeah, let's go back. Let's talk about story. Let's talk about characters. There are some characters that made cameos in this game. That was either in Assassin's Creed 3 or in Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Some historical characters returned, such as William Johnson, Charles Lee, who I don't think gets a single line in this game at all. Benjamin Franklin is back, and it seems to be that all these, at least the historical figures, are actually voiced by different people. I don't know why some of the voice actors didn't return back to voice their characters, but they probably didn't care enough, or they was probably busy doing something else. As I know that the guy who voiced George Washington in Assassin's Creed 3 also does some work for the Kingdom Hearts video game, so he possibly could have been working on something like that. Other characters return back, such as Aldewale and from Assassin's Creed 4, as well as Achilles and Hathan Kenway, who's obviously the Grand Master of the Assassins and of the Colonial Rite of the Assassins, or the Templars of the Colonial Rite. Excuse me. See, I'm still with the Assassins, and of course they do a fine job. They're all voiced by their original voice actors from either Assassin's Creed 4 or Assassin's Creed 3, so that's nice to have them back and actually sound like they're regular people, or how they're first portrayed in their original games. I don't think I'm going to board this ship. I think I'm just going to destroy them. Yes. There we go. They're completely destroyed. Finding... I should have done this earlier. Finding ships in this game is hard now. Before, at the beginning of the game, it's riddled with these things. The French are all over the place. Here, nothing. Nothing. You barely get any enemy ship on the high seas now. Like, look how far away that one is. But anyway. So going back to story and characters before I get off track once more, let me just say that for the most part, yeah, I do find the story interesting. Besides Shay's betrayal, I'm not really too keen of. I think that could have been written better. The characters themselves do a fine job. Once again, Ubisoft manages to make the side characters more interesting than the main characters. I honestly do not care that much for Shay, mostly because his reasoning for leaving the Brotherhood is kind of one-sided. Like, he didn't even consider their opinion. He didn't even say, well, let's talk this out. No, it's just like, oh, well, this incident happened, the assassins must have known about it. Instead of saying, oh, they couldn't have possibly known about this. No, they just knew about it. They didn't say anything about it. So now I hate them. What? It's ludicrous. It literally just, his betrayal is so spontaneous that your reasoning for going out and murdering your friends that you knew, that supposedly they try to give off that he knew for a couple of years now, is just ridiculous. And just seems, I don't know, out of place with his character in the beginning of the game. Now don't get me wrong, he was always arrogant for the most part, so I guess he was more Templar than Assassin. But what about the whole game as far as Assassin's Creed 3 saying that, oh, maybe the Templars aren't as bad as you think. Maybe the Templars can be reasoned with, you know? Can be reasonable for the most part. And then in this game, they're just like, nope, they cannot. Oh, well, I guess I can say Black Flag actually was the one who said, nope, they cannot. Okay. I don't know why I repaired the Morgan, considering that this ship is already in its prime condition and there's no reason to do so. There was also, you're not seeing it in this run-through so far, and it seems to be pretty straightforward in this run-through, but in the original, the first time I played this, I ran into a good bit of glitches and whatnot. Yeah. I still do rarely, but there was there was a good bit of textural glitches as far as Shay's skin ended up looking pretty weird. His face looked like it had like these weird black spots on it for some reason. This also happened with some of the other characters during cutscenes and whatnot. I have had texture glitches as far as mountains and trees turning purple for some reason, which I'm so disappointed I didn't record, but it was there. So I had that to deal with. But no, like, real game-breaking glitches. As you can see, this is an assassin ship here called the Butcher. There's oh look, a storm. There's actually a storm in this game. Look at that. I have rarely seen a storm in this game. There are barely any storms in this game. So let me just say that, oh, there's two assassin ships. So let me just say that, well, the storm system in this game, unlike Black Flag, is not well done. It's not as well done as it was in its Caribbean counterpart, due to the fact that, well, I don't know what is due to the fact that the storms in this game, as you can see, we're in a storm right now, but they usually just come out of nowhere. Like, one time it was really sunny, and then all of a sudden, storm hits! What? Yeah, it's really sunny. We're boarding ships. We're just we're sailing along. We're having fun and everything like that. And then all of a sudden the storm hits, just out of nowhere. Whereas in Black Flag, you can actually see a storm brewing, and your shipmates will tell you, "Hey, Captain, there's look like there's a storm over there off in the distance. We should probably avoid that area." In this game, they say that too, but it's rare. I've only heard my first mate say that only one time. Tell me that, oh, it looks like there's a storm brewing. And storms do make it harder to see in this game because, of course, there's a lot of snow going on, there's a lot of fog, and it adds on to the dynamic of the game. Rarely happens. Rarely happens. I don't know what is with the weather system in this game. It's mostly sunny, and there's rarely any other thing that goes on. Besides the sun and the moon, there's really is nothing else. It's mostly clear skies from here on out, and even then, Alright. I'm actually starting to waste time here because for some reason my ship is so powerful I can easily demolish these ships no problem, and because of that the assassins aren't really trying to kill me. Earlier in the game they will literally try to destroy you, board your ship and everything. Here, like I said, as the war comes to a close, there's rarely any of their ships. There's rarely any of the French vessels that you're fighting against. There's rarely anything. And I guess that goes with the storyline, but it makes boarding ships and looting them a lot less fun. So it looks like I won't be able to show you guys the boarding mechanic because there's no way I can. Everyone is so easily defeated in this game. It's okay. I can possibly give it a try over this way, see what I can get. But if I cannot get a boarding going, I'm just gonna end this video. Get the mainsails into the wind. As far as the gameplay goes, it's similar. It's definitely similar to Black Flag. As you guys can see, you probably already made your own assumptions about the game, whether you played it or whether you're watching me playing this now. It's literally exactly the same as Black Flag, and people, they don't like me saying that, but guess what it is? Oh, yes, a man of war. Let's take down this man of war. Okay, it's a level 49, so it's actually, it might be somewhat of a challenge to us. Let's see. We got a man of war and we got a, what is that, a brig? Yeah, we got a man of war and a brig. Okay, so that's good. So we got two pretty decent ships here. Well, a strong ship and somewhat of a decent one. Oh, shit, shit, shit! Ah! Damn it. I will say the AI is a little better. They're definitely more tactical, as one ship tries to get on my right side while the other ship tries to get on my left side, and this man of war is going to be a problem, isn't it? Yeah, the brig I'm not too worried about. It's this man of war you really want to dodge. And if I'm not careful, I can actually be destroyed. These ships are pretty powerful. Yeah, as you can see, it didn't board me that time, and mostly because these ships usually don't... Oh my god, what? Another one? Oh, get out of here, really? I gotta deal with a man of war, then I gotta deal with these two brigs? Oh. And these shit... Okay, it's coming to the point where I might have to get out of here, guys. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. got killed. Oh, god damn it! Ah, me trying to show you the boarding system and I get killed. Well, so much for the game being extremely easy. I just got murdered. Yeah, going up against 3 ships, I could have killed them. I could have actually destroyed them, but I was not playing smart at all. This seems to be another man of war. Okay, we're going to chase after this ship, and we're going to try one more time. You will get battles like that which are very intense, but because I'm doing a commentary, it's kind of hard to try to concentrate and do that at the same time. And also while telling you about the game. But yeah, his reasons for murdering his friends, I think could have been a lot stronger, and that's possibly my only pet peeve with this game. Playing with the Templars is fine for the most part. It's just like playing with the Assassins. Nothing really has changed except for a matter of perspective from the characters. And the story itself is pretty interesting. I like how there is this big downfall of the Brotherhood in this game, but it all leads up to what happens in 3, and it all makes a lot more sense now for why Achilles was so obsessed in Assassin's Creed 3 to rid the colonies of the Templar influence. Which makes Connor's story a little bit more compelling, honestly. After playing this, I actually want to jump straight into Assassin's Creed 3, excluding all the modern day stuff, because that doesn't matter. But let's be honest, we don't really care about that. Even somebody like me who has played all the Assassin's Creed games, I still don't care. You know, I follow the storyline, I follow it to a T, but come on. It's mostly based on what's happening in the past. Now, you see how I was easily take down that man of war without it having any help at all? And that was a level 49. Yeah, the only thing that matters is what happens in the past with these characters. The future setting is okay. It's exactly the same as Black Flag, if you're wondering. It's in that first-person view. And, I probably shouldn't have done that! Yeah, since we're in the North Atlantic, this water is freezing, which means what? Shay is probably going to freeze to death by staying here any longer. But yeah, there are certain parts of the games that require you to go into the water, which makes no sense why do you do that. Whatever. You know, I'm not going to argue that plot point. But yeah, the modern day stuff, it's not really important. I mean, it's there, and it's okay that it's there, but it's still generically the same as Black Flag, and even less so than Black Flag as far as how much time you spent in the modern day era. There's even less time than in Black Flag that you spent in the modern day era. It's as if Ubisoft kind of wrote themselves into a corner with the modern day stuff, or they decided that, hey, maybe people mostly care about, I don't know, playing in the past rather than playing in the future, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to keep the modern day stuff because we wrote that in, but we're going to have you mostly playing in the past, which is fine with me because I really don't care about the modern day stuff. Believe it or not, I'm one of the rare Assassin's Creed, well, I don't know what anybody else thinks about this, but I didn't care for Desmond too much as the game starts to lag a little bit, it seems. I didn't care for Desmond too much. I don't care for the modern day stuff mostly at all. I mean, it's fine to add on to the story, but to be honest, I would rather just play through the past and not have my main storyline interrupted by all this Abstergo entertainment, game within a game type stuff, or we're researching data, memories, or other stupid shit that nobody cares about. And I'm glad Ubisoft is actually doing less and less of that. Well, guys, as you can see, I'm actually going quiet here. There's nothing much else to talk about. This video has gone on possibly for over an hour, it seems. And this is going to be definitely a long upload for me. Oh my god. I can't wait to edit this stuff. This is going to be great. Well guys, that's it. Thank you for watching. Is it worth it? Assassin's Creed Rogue. I kind of rambled on a lot there. As far as review purposes go, is it worth it? I would say if you like Black Flag and you like Black Flag's mechanics, and as this game is actually going to be the last of that naval combat system, which is actually really good, I'm gonna miss it. Yeah, this is kind of a nice little send-off to that system, and if there's anything you can actually get out this game, it is the naval combat. It's a lot of fun. Just like in the previous game. Just like in 3, it was fun. It was probably one of the best things about 3 people considered. And it's fun here. Just as fun as Black Flag. It's just that things are a lot easier than Black Flag. And for Black Flag, a game that was already easy, I don't know if people feel like they're going to get a challenge out of this. I can literally wipe out these ships, no problem. And that's like the only big difficulty in the game, because the combat on land is so simplified that the only people that you can actually have trouble with are the assassins and the bounty hunters. And the only time the bounty hunters even come towards you is if you start murdering innocent people for no reason. To even have that option there to murder innocent people for whatever reason is dumb in its own right. Considering the story as it tells you the reason for Shay's betrayal is because innocent people got killed. And because he blames the Brotherhood. But when he joins the Templars, he has no problem murdering innocent people? It doesn't make sense. But besides that, this game is literally the same. Even downright to some of its animations, as you can see there with Shay's attacks. If you don't care about the story, I'll say that you're going to get more of the same. If you played Black Flag, or if you played something like I was going to say Assassin's Creed 3 as far as the naval combat goes, but yeah, this is just Assassin's Creed 4.5 basically. It's more of the same. But if you like that, that's fine. If you like the naval combat from the 4th one a lot, then you're gonna like this. Not really new additions except for me doing that. That's like the only new thing, laying down fire. And that does a lot of damage, and I just wasted that, but it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. Because you will rarely use it. But basically, everything is the same. To harpooning, to hunting, to the naval combat, to the land-on-land combat. Not much has changed from Black Flag. And still, with that being said, even though I find Rogue's story interesting, especially all the connections that makes to Assassin's Creed Unity, as well as to Assassin's Creed 3 and 4 at the same time, I still found 4 more compelling. I think 4 had a better main character. I think it had a better setting. I think it had better weather effects. I was trying to look for something else to say as I stabbed this Norwal here. I think it had better weather effects. The only thing was that it was just harder to earn money in 4 as to opposed to Rogue. You won't have no problem in this game if you played the previous one. If you haven't and this is your first one, well, the story is going to be confusing as shit for you, but it's going to be easy. It's an easy game to learn. It's an easy game to master. Not really much has changed from its predecessor. But it's not bad. It's a lot of fun for what it does, but I think it just might be a little too easy. That's my personal opinion. Well, alright guys, that's it. I'd like to thank you for checking out this video, for checking me out, for checking out Assassin's Creed Rogue. Is it worth it? Well, if you are an Assassin's Creed fan, you most likely already got it, or you're thinking about getting it. You're possibly going to get the most out of this. If you just play these games casually, you'll probably just say, wow, this is just like its previous one. If you haven't played the previous one and you skipped over Black Flag, and you played 3, well, you're possibly going to like this a little bit more. Jay's character is okay as the main character. Not as interesting as Edward. Not as compelling as Ezio. But possibly more memorable than Altair. Mostly because his connection to Unity. And he's actually the reason why all that stuff in Unity happens. I'm not going to say why, but I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay guys, thanks for watching. And hopefully I'll see you soon. Is it worth it? Well, depending on who you are. Take care. Hey guys, sorry about the long video. I stopped talking, and I was actually getting distracted while playing the game. You do really get into this game, but like I said, it's not really much of a difference from Black Flag in terms of mechanics. Most of the animations repeat itself, if not seemingly all animations repeat itself. Besides Shay's unique short blade, as well with his long blade attachments, nothing's really changed. Nothing's really changed. So this isn't much of a big difference in terms of the game. It just seems like this game, Rogue, was just something as basically a filler to fill in that gap between Assassin's Creed 4 and Assassin's Creed 3 storyline, as well as make a little extra money off the last gen players. So I never played Unity, so I can't say I recommend it, but I mean, if you just want to play another Assassin's Creed game, you can get Rogue, it's fine. But what I said at the end of this video basically sums up my idea of the entire game itself. If you're an Assassin's Creed fan, you're going to get it, and that's the only people that's possibly going to get the most out of it. If you play the games casually just for the gameplay and stuff like that, you're going to see a lot of the same here. You're possibly going to be just like, yeah, whatever. Alright, I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care.